Sagittarius moon, welcome to your reading. If you are new, welcome. My name is Kimber. If you are returning, welcome back. I have not done a Sag moon reading since Aquarius season, so this is interesting. I have done Gemini moon so far, Taurus moon, and now on to yours, Sag moon and Cancer moon. Yes, I believe that I'm feeling this also in the air. There's a lot of gloom. There's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of endings. There are a lot of compensation. I'm getting compensation. There's like this feeling of, wanting to be more in the right place and coming back to having more order in our life. And perhaps spirit has a lot to do with having to bring us back in order, right? And in having to bring us back in order, what I'm getting here is there are also things that spirit is wanting to show you and wanting to have you experience for yourself because you deserve it. And some of the things that we're having to take control of in moments when we're trying to have control over something, right? Instead of releasing that control, that is actually when spirit is wanting to see, wanting to show us the lessons, wanting to show us the opportunities, wanting to show us, having us show what you needed to see this whole time, right? Some unanswered, it's like a mystery. This is having to decode things, right? I'm getting there are some things that had happened to you and you don't know why it happened to you. And as we allow ourselves to surrender, bottom of the deck, I can release my need to control, and making room to release, we are able to see things in a different light, different perspective, and even an even bigger perspective, and not just staying in one small place. Whatever had happened to you, I'm getting in this season, spirit is allowing us to sit with it and really seeing it and why it happened to you. It's like spirit is guiding you. I'm guiding you every step of the way. I'm guiding you and I'm watching you every step of the way, and I'm letting you see it. I'm giving you an opportunity to show you why everything happened to you in the past. I'm giving you an opportunity to really show you in the way that you deserve to know. Okay, heavy emphasis on justice. Sag, I was getting marathon, not a sprint. I had written that down. Marathon and not a sprint. This is a marathon and not a sprint. And you're going to yourself, why isn't it coming to me fast enough? Why isn't it coming to me fast enough? And then I want this thing. I want this now. I want this thing. And I just kept repeating and repeating and repeating. Okay. You could be finding yourself right now, the Fool. You could be finding yourself right now making room and making more room, whatever that means right now for you. Ooh, we have the Empress. I haven't seen this card in a while. I'm using the Star Spinner deck, and I love, 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 love this deck. It's so imaginative, imaginative, right? I love it. And I haven't seen this card. The Empress and the Three of Coins. Ooh. You're having to start all over and rebuild. Rebuild. This is where this is a marathon and not a sprint. I keep going back to that. I release my need to know all the answers. Which is funny because Spirit is actually wanting you to see all of the answers. Spirit is actually giving you an opportunity to show you the answers and show you what has been hidden from you, or show you what has been done to you. I just feel the need to say that. That could be very significant. The Spirit is also allowing you to like, to show you, you know, why things are the way that it is and why it has come to be at this point. So I'm getting that for some of you, Sag Moon, you're going, I want this thing. I want this now. I want this thing. I want this now. Why isn't it coming to me fast enough? Why isn't it coming to me fast enough? And I'm getting like, while you are in this position and giving yourself more room, okay? And maybe having to start all over again, the Fool. And having to start all over again, you're also seeing a big part of you that is holding on to a lot of fear. You're like, you may be holding back on some things. Like, do you see the blue around him and then the red around the blue? In it, the blue is the fear. And then on the outside of that fear is the, I'm getting the heart of things, the love of things. You could be going through a phase right now where you're having to see the little things. Okay, take that as it resonates. You're having to see the little things, and you're recognizing more of the little things, therefore allowing you to see it from a bigger perspective. Like, as you are seeing the little things, it's also allowing you to understand why it's there, and then it is having you to put the pieces together. And then it's taking you to the next, and it's taking you to the next. That may sound very confusing to some, but that is what I'm picking up. So please take that as it resonates. And as you're seeing the little things, you're realizing like, oh, this is why Spirit showed me that. So that I can either have more trust in myself in that, I could either have more faith in myself in that, and I can really release that and surrender. Because I don't, in fact, need to hold on to that. That's what I'm getting. I, in fact, don't need to hold on to that any more than I should, because the more that I hold myself back, I'm actually not making more room. I'm actually crowding it. I'm suffocating myself. That's what I'm getting. I'm actually suffocating myself by not seeing the little things. Okay. And I'm also getting like, and also having to not seeing the little things and having more control and forcing things. I'm putting myself more in doubt than I am in trust. It's so funny because this morning I woke up and man, I could not get myself out of bed. My body was just weighing me down. But yesterday I had a lot of energy. Yesterday was actually the start of the new moon in Gemini, and I had so much energy when I woke up yesterday. And I woke up with so much energy, and I just felt so happy. And then today was the complete opposite. Today I just sat in bed all morning, and I'm over here like, what is going on? Is it me? Is it in the air? What is going on? Because this was not me yesterday. And then now I'm finding myself to be in this position where I'm just weighed down. Right? Why am I not able to get myself out of bed? And then I'm finding myself to be sitting on the floor and trying to find what to wear. You know, it was like I was stuck. Like I felt like I was stuck. Which brings me to this piece of clothing. Okay, on the tag it said ups and downs, ups and downs. And I suppose that's where the part where I have to go back to the marathon, not a sprint, right? Because when we're going way too fast, we see the little things, the little details that we are missing out on, that we need to see. Does that make sense? So, and one of my clothing, one of my dresses, because I literally changed like 5 times today, on the tag it said ups and downs. And then instantly I'm like, oh, okay, there's my sign. And then I stopped wanting to control things. I just sat there and I gave myself a moment. And I suppose that was my moment of making room, right? That was my moment of making room. Because I'm thinking to myself, why am I not going fast enough? Why isn't my body going fast enough? And why am I not happy like I was yesterday? And then when I seen ups and downs, I instantly thought, like, you're going to have days when you are happy and up and alive. And then you are also going to have days when you're not so up and alive. And I suppose that's me today. But I also feel it in the air. I also feel it collectively. Like we've just been going through a lot. But it is a month where perhaps we are being asked to just sit and immerse ourselves in the little things. Because in the little things, there are treasures in it. There are treasures in that. And then what I'm getting here with the Empress, you guys, I'm talking to our females. You could be one who has not very much have tapped into your feminine energy. Like, I'm getting you've missed out a lot on your feminine energy. Like, you have been living in masculine. For some of us females here, I'm talking to somebody here. Like the essence of feeling the feminine energy and a lot more of it. And you could be finding yourself and have been finding yourself more in the masculine than you being in the feminine energy and tapping more into your feminine energy. And what I'm getting here is that for some of us, Sag Moon, you are finding yourself to be more in your feminine energy now that you have surrendered more, that you have making more room, right? You have now giving yourself an opportunity to really see that. And you may be feeling yourself to be a different person because of it, is what I'm getting. You may be also feeling yourself to be different because of it. You feel more light. There is more, I'm getting there is a lot more lightness to your eyes. There's a lot more brightness to your eyes. Your eyes are glistening more, that you have found yourself to be tapping in more into your feminine energy. I love that, because I went through a time in my life where, I worked a 9-to-5 job and I was more in my masculine. And I was afraid to be more in my feminine, because when you're in your feminine and you're working out there, it's people take you for granted, right? It's easier for people to mess with you in that way. And so I thought to myself, if I stay more in my masculine, people wouldn't mess with me. That, I would come off as a lot more stronger, right? So I had suppressed a whole lot of my feminine energy. And now that I'm finding more rest, I am leaning more towards my feminine energy, and I love it. I think for the longest time, that's what I was so sad about, because I couldn't live out my feminine energy the way that I wanted to. I think there was just something about myself that I was ashamed of, or something about myself that I was just not satisfied with, that I was not accepting just yet. Was not comfortable being so much in my feminine energy. But the more that I released, the more I found myself to be more in my feminine energy, and a lot more of it. Let's get more cards, you guys. 3 of Coins. Yeah, what I'm getting, you're finding yourself to be more. It's like your worlds, your life has turned upside down. 2 different worlds, right? You're finding yourself to be more in a different world. it is unfamiliar to you, but then you're thinking to yourself, like, I never thought that I could be in this position, whatever that may look like for you in your life. Like, I don't know what that actually looks like. I'm just picking up this energy of like, you know, like I'm finding myself to be in this position in my life, or I'm finding myself to be more in this new world that I have not experienced, and maybe have not experienced in a long time, because I've been suppressed, or I've been working too hard, or I've been keeping myself locked up, whatever that means, keeping myself like held back. I don't know what it is. And so now you're finding yourself to be more in a different world, and you're thinking to yourself like, wow, this isn't actually so bad. Coming back to what I was saying about this is a marathon, not a sprint. And as you're making more room for yourself and trusting more in yourself, you're thinking like, I never thought that I could live this life. The Lovers. I'm getting that you may be even feeling like for a long time, like, ooh, the Magician. Okay, I'm going to do another one. You may be feeling like you're even feeling hopeless in having to be in a relationship, right? Like your feminine energy is now speaking to you very clearly. I'm talking to somebody here, like I'm talking to a female here, feminine energy. I'm talking to a feminine energy. And for the longest time, you thought like, man, I don't even know if I can have that love that I picture myself to have. Like, I don't even know if I can have that. For the longest time, you thought that, you know, you were just hopeless in it. You're feeling like you couldn't find that relationship again, or find yourself to be in a relationship that you imagined to have. Heavy emphasis on your craft. You could also be like giving yourself an opportunity to find that love again, or like you're putting yourself out there, and you may be one like, you know, trying your best to have healthy friendships, trying your best to I'm getting like show out, like you're showing out, you're wanting attention, you're wanting a little bit of attention. But maybe like even like friendships, like you're wanting to attract certain people, right? You want friendships, like healthy friendships. It can't, I'm getting like, it doesn't have to be like a romantic situation, but it could also mean like friendship. Like I want more healthy friendships, and I want to attract more of that in my life. And that's probably what you are making room for as well, right? I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good, right? Like relationships, friendship, right? Like more in your vibe, Sag Moon, like more in your, like where you are with your mind, and where you're aligning yourself, like more in alignment with like-minded people. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So like you're in this like mentality of like, okay, it's time to now have healthy friendships. Like, okay, now it's time to put myself in other situations that isn't going to drain me so much, but more of like, who is very much in the same pace as I am, and in the same mindset as I am. Like not putting myself in a situation where I feel doubtful of myself, not putting myself in a situation where I am doubting myself, but more in trusting myself and loving myself, and also connecting. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And they too feel the same way about you. It's an equal give and take type of relationship, and even more healthier relationship and friendship. I'm getting also, with this Magician, I'm getting like craft. You're finding yourself to be doing a new project, crafting, whatever that means. It could be as simple as like, ooh, I'm getting pottery. I like that. I love that. I've been wanting to also try pottery myself. But you can get, I think like you can get that on Amazon, like the little kit. Like I've been wanting like a mini one. How funny would that be to get the mini one? I'm getting pottery. It's like a new hobby. Like it could be as simple as like a new hobby. It doesn't have to be like a big project, right? It could be you wanting to start a new hobby, you wanting to create something that you've never created before. Okay. Creativity is in the air is what I'm getting. Creativity is in the air. Creativity is in the air. You can also be journaling a lot. Something about little notes. You're writing in little tiny little notes for yourself, like note to self, a reminder to yourself or something like that. The Hanged Man these two came out together. The Hanged Man and the Seven of Cups. You're very much a dreamer. And that took me back to, I want this thing now, and I want this thing, and I want this now, and why isn't this coming to me fast enough? You're very much a dreamer. Seven of Cups. You may be finding yourself to be by the water, and you're meditating. You're talking to yourself, you're quieting your mind, and you're letting yourself go. Okay. Also, the Hanged Man, symbolizing, okay, I'm here, now what? I'm here, now what? I'm letting myself go, now what? I'm also getting like with the black background, I'm getting like that is your past, right? You're putting yourself more in the forefront now, but you're having to just chill back and allow the universe to speak to you more. And with the Seven of Cups is like, okay, I know I have more options out here. Like, I know I'm not just stuck. I know I'm not just stuck in one thing, you know, like I know this to be myself. Heavy emphasis on dominance. I'm hearing dominance. I know I have more options. I know I'm not just working with one thing here, right? And so here I am. I'm giving myself to the universe as you're sitting there and you're meditating. I'm letting myself release. I'm letting myself go. So as you are doing that, you're seeing things in a different light. You are now seeing things in a different light, and you are now making room. And remember what I said about you seeing things in little things, little details? That's what it is. Now that you have allowed yourself to surrender and release, now the universe is like, aha, that's what I needed from you in the first place. I needed you to ask. I needed you. I keep doing that. I keep hitting it with my glasses. I'm sorry, guys. See, and then it takes me to some things need to be shaken off. I did that to I think I did that with Gemini moon, I believe. And then after that, I got the message, some things just needs to be shaken off out of your life. Hence that camera. It's funny. See, that's my sign. That's the little thing for me. And then reminding you, right? If that's making sense. Like that is now the universe saying, aha, okay, there you go. What I needed for you to do this whole time is to surrender to me, Sag Moon. What I needed for you to do this whole time is for you to come to me. Is for you to surrender to me. Because in you surrendering to me, I will provide for you. I just needed you to make that move. Okay, I just needed you to make that move. I needed you to ask. I needed you to come to me. I needed you to seek answers. Allow yourself to seek answers and be willing to seek answers. There's a lot of surrendering here. There's a lot of what I heard before I started this reading. I heard control the things that you can control and not control the things that you are able to control. Just like how this morning I was not capable in getting out of bed. But I sat there in bed and I allowed myself to rest, and I allowed myself to just let my body be there. Not moving, not even speaking a word, you know. And I suppose that was Spirit telling me that you just need this right now, and allow yourself to. Why do you need to force things, right? Thank you for this energy, Sag Moon. I feel like I need to end it here. If you guys would like a personal reading, hit me up. All of my information will be down in the description box below. Thank you for this energy. And thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you guys in the next. Take care. Bye.